Now, this illustration deals with electrical clothes dryers in accordance with 220.54 and table 220.54. When we have a certain number of dryers, we can apply a demand. But many times in just a single family dwelling unit, we might not have but just one dryer. And this figure 14-11 is illustrating this procedure. So notice the demand load for the dryer. If we had a 5.5 kW dryers you see in the illustration, 4 or fewer, no demand, 100%. So that dryer in the solution would be at 100%. So it would actually be the connected load of the dryer at 5,500 VA after we took the 5.5 kW times 1,000 times 100% and converted it to VA. It would be 5,500 VA. So in the solution and answer, no demand is given. It's 5,500 VA, as you see in the illustration. And then it's cord and plug connected in accordance with 220.14b as in boy. And then remember, it also, at 240 volts, no more than 150 volts to ground. So 240 volt systems is 120 volts to ground. When you take 240 and divide it by the square root of 3, 1.732, you come up with less than 150 volts to ground. You'd come up with 120, so it'd have to be GFCI protected in accordance with 210.8A for any equipment that you see listed there. It'd be the same thing, but now it'd be the same for ranges, cooktops, and ovens. If they were cord and plug connected, they'd have to have GFCI protection for 120 volt or 240 volt single phase type equipment. So keep that in mind, but notice if you're 4 or less dryers, then the application of table 220.54 is not applicable with any demand. It's 100% right across the board. So usually you'd get into an apartment complex where you had dryers, and then of course if you had a dryer in each apartment, then yeah, you could get into the table because you'd be more than 4, and so in many cases for the service that's supplying the facility. So we'll get into that, where it's a single-phase service or three-phase service, with illustrations that will come up in this volume 2. So our figure 14-11 is showing 4 or less dryers, no demand, they're figured at 100% loading, connected load.